It's already too late.
Okay, we're gonna wait for some people to get in.
Stay tuned because we're be doing some baseball.
We're gonna be doing some baseball. We're doing it. Okay.
You ready for some baseball?
Look at Chuck's face.
All right. Can you please?
I'm trying to get to your thing so we can see this.
No, it's fine.
Let me get this
Can you
off.
shut that off?
I'm trying.
Okay then.
This is what we just said.
Matthew?
This?
Ah, we got two people coming
Is
in.
this it?
Two people.
Where is
Yeah,
that?
the first one.
That's got a hit.
Could you,
Oh.
Matt? Could you?
Hi everybody. We're just waiting for some people to come in because there's lots of noise going on.
Hey, Carter, come in here.
Is that it?
Yep, somebody's there already. We got somebody. Who's there? Oh, here we go. Bellamia, Maddie, Claudio, Carol. Oh, good. Okay, we can see the comments there. We don't need this anymore.
We'll just wait a little bit for people to come into the chat.
Hey, talk for a second. I'm going to shut the TV off.
Ah. That's it. I talked for a second. Look at that face. Ah. It's a beautiful face, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
You guys are all here to see Theresa, and I get that, and that's fine.
No.
But she walked away and left me.
I'm
I'm the
turning
sidekick.
television off. Okay. Oh.
She's coming in. I don't know how long she's going to be here. She's like ADD and HDD and WXYZ
Oh, stop
and
it.
OCD and compulsive.
Oh, Carol, tell him. Stop.
Oh, I think there's a squirrel. You should go see if there's a squirrel.
So, hello, everybody. We've got 6 people in the chat. Yeah. 6 people, all right.
Can't beat that with a stick. And just as we get on live, Charlie wants to go outside for a walk. So things are perfect. She's ringing the bell at the door.
It's one of those days.
It's been lousy weather.
Next, somebody will be at the door.
It's been lousy weather.
Hi, Angel. Say hi, Angel.
Hi, Angel.
We can come closer, I guess. Maybe we'll come closer.
I'm trying to get your picture. You're into it.
I'm right here. Okay. All right, Chuck. Who we got? Mandy, Bella, Angel, Thindu, Murphs. The Murphs.
For those of you who don't know, Theresa has new eyes.
Yes, I have new eyes. These are not prescription glasses. These are for the computer. They're those blue light glasses.
Yeah,
So that,
she doesn't need them. So she can see.
What do you mean I don't need them?
She doesn't need them, or she doesn't need
yeah.
glasses at all anymore.
No, I don't.
And she can see the fine print, so she can see all the wonderful comments you guys are making.
Yes, I can.
I think.
Yes, I can.
Because I can't. But such is life.
So, you want to get started? We're also watching the grandchild who's in the next room with his uncle. I wanted to do this before the grandchild came over.
Yeah.
Now the dog wants to go out. You can't make this. This is real life coming from you live from the Murphy's house.
Yeah. And it's the day before double A opening day.
Yes.
Right, Charlie?
Yeah.
It's the day before opening day, meaning the Richmond Flying Squirrels will be down in Somerset, New Jersey tomorrow evening. Actually, they're going there right now.
Yes,
And the
they're on their
season's
way.
opens up for them tomorrow night. And
Yes.
Ryan is going back to Richmond.
Okay.
Which we've surmised as a pretty I think, a very positive thing.
Very
We're-
positive
We're
thing.
kind of happy about it.
Yeah, and tell him why. And here comes Charlie. She's gonna want to play. Stop.
So
Okay, so
we're happy about Hi, Charlie. We're happy about it because as we've talked to a few scouts and different people in organization of baseball, they have concluded that he is a viable person in the organization, and they're keeping him in the developmental stages, and they don't want to throw him into the fire. They want to make sure he's ready when called upon to succeed. So, I mean, we would have loved to have been in AAA Sacramento. He has been and was recently in the AAA spring training games. He wasn't in any major league spring training games, but he was in AAA up until this past, what's today? Today's Thursday. So this past Tuesday, where he assigned him to Richmond. So he was playing with AAA baseballs and Major League baseballs up until that time. So they're developing him. Everybody, the consensus is for us that he's on the right path. If it's not going to be with the giant organization, it could be with another one at some point. All he needs is a breakthrough. He needs to get in there. So he needs to come out really strong. He's very healthy.
perfect training protocol,
Yeah,
King said.
Yeah. It seems to be, they could easily throw him into the fire and he fails.
Right.
And then what?
Which some teams do that.
Which some teams would do that. And there are guys in the organization where they have pushed along, and some have succeeded, some have failed, and then at some point they don't become an organizational piece anymore. They are not a prospect anymore. They're considered, well, that's as good as he's going to get, and that's could be the end of the line. So, we're very encouraged by all that. And on a selfish point of view, Theresa and I are going to be able to see, I don't know, as many games as we could possibly see while he's still in Richmond.
Yeah.
So
Because he'll be on the East Coast.
yeah. So that's a cool thing. Mm-hmm. So if anybody wants to come out, anybody in the New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, Pennsylvania,
Maryland,
probably even Maryland if you're in that vicinity, although they'll play in Bowie, Maryland, so you could see him there. But he's
Somerset, New Jersey.
It's Somerset, and it's not a bad ride. And he's pitching on Sunday, 1 o'clock, 1:05, I think it is. That's going to be his first start against it. And then Somerset's a Yankees organization, so
he'll be playing against
Yankee
the
fans
Yankees.
that want to see Yankees AA team and
Hi, Joy.
and root for Ryan for at least one game on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
Maybe they will bring him in mid to late season as a reliever to start.
Who said that?
Lying informants and their neighbors.
Seems totally realistic. They won't just throw him into the starting rotation. They would have him come in a situation again where he could succeed, whether it's even in long relief, like you're saying, at some point. They've already had guys get hurt. I don't know, 3 or 4 pitchers have gotten hurt already.
Yeah, already.
Guys were in AAA, have already been brought up. So there are always openings even in AAA for him. So it's important that he gets off to a great start. I know for him, he's got a really good roommate. He's really happy about his roommate as he gets,
He's got a good one.
living with him.
In Richmond.
Yeah. I don't know if they put the same guy when they get on the road. I don't know if that's the case. Whatever they do.
Yeah.
So that's the scoop with that. We're all excited about it. We're going to be going to Richmond for their opening week.
Yeah.
Which is next week.
Yeah. That would be what?
That would be Tuesday through Sunday.
Tuesday through Sunday, yeah.
So if anybody's down in the Richmond, Virginia area that wants to see him pitch, that would probably be Saturday the 13th. would be down in Richmond
But
against.
they
the
also have him
Aquanaut.
live streaming on the
Yeah.
MILB app. So if you could go on the App Store and look up MILB, which is the minor league rather, not the major, the minor league app, you can see all the minor league teams. You just press like AA and then Richmond Flying Squirrels, and you can see him anytime you want.
Yeah, which is we've had a lot of inquiries about that, and some of the people were like, "Oh, I don't want to spend a lot of money on I'm only going to probably watch him here and there or something like that."
Can
But
you
it's
buy
like
it for a day?
you can buy it for a month.
Oh,
So
okay,
the month,
that's even
so
better.
the month costs like $5.
Yeah.
And the whole season costs $29.
Yeah.
So, and you could watch like you wanted to watch the Philadelphia Phillies AA team play, which I believe is Reading. You could watch their games too. So you could watch anybody's games. You could watch low A to high A. And
There's questions.
if you have any questions before we move.
Does Richmond ever go to Rhode Island or Old Paw Sox? Where the Old Paw Sox played. Do they go up in
is
that
Pawtucket, Rhode Island? Is that it?
Pawtucket? Not sure. They go to. They're playing. They did play in Maine, but I don't think they're playing in Maine. Maine's coming down to them now. They did that last year. They had the Paw Sox in Rhode Island. Hello, everybody coming in. Gianni, TT,
Portland's
MRE, Angel, I think, was there. Joy, Faraci. Oh, it's so nice to see lying informants in their neighbors. We saw you. Carol's here. Paul. Hi, Paul. Let's see. I just want to say hello to everybody, too.
Did someone ask about
Maine?
Maine?
Hi, Maine.
In Portland, Maine?
No. I was just saying they did play.
But they're going to be in Portland, Maine again in June. So Portland, Maine, they're going to be in New Hampshire, and Portland, Maine in June.
Oh, okay. So they are going.
Yep, they're going to be up there. I believe then they won't be coming down. I'm looking at the schedule.
Yes, and the schedule's on the website too.
Yep.
So usually when he pitches, it's every 5 days. Then after that.
Every 6 days.
Oh, every 6 days. Okay.
So if he pitches on a Sunday, he would pitch the following Saturday.
Do they count Mondays?
No, wait a minute. It would.
Do they count?
Yes, it would be Saturday.
Do they count Mondays their day off?
Yeah, they count all those days because
Okay.
nobody. Yeah, there's a day off.
Yeah, their day off is Monday,
yeah.
so they don't have
It's a
it.
5-man rotation, but they have a day off. So that's the sixth. That's the sixth one. So if everything goes right, I try to schedule where I'm going to go. They go to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. No, actually, yeah, they do. They go to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Bowie goes down there. Then, the schedule plays out.
What's
Erie,
Altoona?
Pennsylvania.
Altoona?
Yeah, that's Pennsylvania.
That's Pennsylvania too. Altoona.
Erie. Hartford. They're not in Hartford this year. They go down to Hartford. They go Binghamton. They're not in Binghamton this year. Binghamton goes down to them. So this opportunity for close by is,
So what's the difference between throwing minor league balls and major league balls now?
That question was asked.
Oh yeah, and tell them.
Okay.
He was all the other pitchers were still pitching with the minor league balls, but when he left, he was pitching with the major league balls still.
Yeah.
They didn't take the major league ball away from him, so that's a good sign. I think. What do you think?
Well, yeah, it's for the developmental part of it for him, absolutely, because that's the next level that he's going to get at, and they think he's there very close to the next level, and they wanted to see what he would do with those baseballs, and what they are. I don't know. It's debatable whether they're a little smaller, but mostly the seams are tight to the ball, and the leather is more shiny. So with all this, you can't have a foreign substance on a ball. They make the balls harder to hold and harder to control as you go up. And they make them a little easier to control in the lower minor leagues, meaning the ball's a little more tacky for better feel, and the seams are a little higher for a better feel, better to hold on to. Which I don't really know why they do that, because then people could get hit, people lose control. He was also pitching with the some of the games that he was pitching with was also that they're using in AAA, which is the camera strike zone.
Oh yeah, the camera
Yeah.
strike zone. Tell
Yeah.
them about that.
Yeah,
Tell
so-
them about that. I gotta go get Charlie. She's
So,
barking to come in.
the camera strike zone is basically set up like if you were to watch a game on TV, you'll see a little box there that shows the strike zone. And it's an actual way that they have their IA set up so that they can call balls and strikes and take the human element out of the game. It takes in consideration the size of the batter, mostly, so creates that strike zone. What's Ryan's best pitch? You know, this Mob Rats Exposed. That is Ryan's best pitch, believe it or not, used to be his fastball. His fastball runs 93, 94, 95. And it has a lot of run to it. It has a lot of off the plate, to the plate run. But as you get up into the AA, AAA level, you just can't throw a fastball. So he now has to he's already done this. He had to incorporate his other pitch and land them for strikes. So his best pitch is a multitude of pitches, but it's seemingly being his changeup now and a cutter like Mariano Rivera. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Some guy that used to pitch for the Yankees. I know who Mariano Rivera is, and everybody knows who Mariano Rivera is. So he lived with a cutter. So he's throwing a cutter, which he has told me is working really well. And the changeup was working really well. And he's moved on the mound a little bit to better line up his pitch so that it runs in and gets off the bat a little bit. So it gets really complicated. You know, it's like you think that you just go up there and you throw. That's my son Ryan. He's on a bus right now going to New Jersey from Rhode Island. You would think it's easy for them to just throw the ball over the plate, and you just can't do that, especially with really good ball players because they can cover it up and hit it. I need you back to read the comments. I'm trying to learn.
Okay, let's say, I'm sorry. Now I know how Angel feels with the baby. Okay, cutters are great. That kid is going to do great good. Rivera, I seen pitch at the Paw Sox game. Cutters are great.
Say hi to people there. I'll stop for a
I've
second.
seen him play. Gianni said they're just saying hi. Okay, I got caught up. It's fine. Oops, let's get these. There we go. They're saying hi. Cutters don't affect the elbow like the curve does.
Absolutely. The cutters are good. It's all about the grip. It's how you throw the grip and how you hold it. It's more like a fastball, but it just has a little downward action off the plate, which gets it off of the main part
How
of the
many
bat.
different pitches does he have now?
How many does he have now? So right now he actually has a two-seam fastball, a four-seam fastball, which is straighter. A two-seam runs more. A changeup, a cutter, and a curveball. Curveball he throws in sometimes, some different looks. He throws his slider and the slider. He throws his slider like 88, 89. He throws his off-speed pitches low like 84. So there's a big there's like a 10-mile differential between the fastball and the changeup, which it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be, for him, it's location. It's going to be his control. If that's what he was known for when he first came up. And Ryan Murphy, as we have talked to him, we want him to be Ryan Murphy and do what he does. And
What's his worst pitch if he has one?
his worst pitch is his curveball because he hangs it sometimes, like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, or it doesn't come in and he hits a guy with it.
Yeah.
So he, it's like he wants to throw it. It's really good when he controls it. If he has it, he'll use it. But I will say this, the San Francisco organization really likes to go, the catchers like to go with their top 2 or 3 pitches, and that becomes analytical, which can be detrimental to Ryan because
The Mets must have gotten a home run.
yes, I hear them screaming. The Mets
Because they're
finally
screaming
got
in
a
the
hit,
next room.
got a hit and a run.
Oh,
which is,
yeah.
wow.
Finally.
Yay. So they're cheering in the other room. Yeah, so that's cool. They're stinking. And
Yeah, they're stinking a
the
lot.
Yankees are doing pretty well. which
Yes,
is
they
really
are.
cool.
The Yankees are just,
Yeah.
they're doing their
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Ah,
That's
Pete
great.
Alonso just did a home run. Bottom of the 9th.
Okay. You go,
Yay.
Petey.
There you go.
Petey.
So, if you can see any questions,
Petey.
if you can see any questions, what's that third base thing I see there? You got to read it. I can't read it.
It says 86 Mets, great team. And what other position can he play? Example, can he play third base, right field?
Ryan has not played any other position since his sophomore year in high school. When he established himself as a starting pitcher, you could get this on you more than me.
Oh,
I'm
I'm not talking.
And you keep taking yourself out.
Go ahead.
Every time I do that.
Because I have to read the comments.
So where was that? What was I saying? Oh, pitching. Oh, playing other positions. When I'm old. So when he was
Senior moment. Yes, what other position? He played the outfield when he was in
when he was in Little League.
Little League, picking daisies.
But he used to play, when he came up, he was on JV at Ketchum High School, and he was a shortstop, and he was the captain of the JV team, and he was going to be the heir apparent to play short. But they called him up early because they needed a backup middle infielder because the guy was struggling, and they put him at second base, and he had a couple of good games, and the other guy came back, and then he wanted to get on the field, and he was always a really good pitcher, but he was always a two-way ball player. And then he started throwing bullpens against the high school seniors, and he blew them away.
When did he go full-time pitching?
He went full-time pitching in his junior year.
Mm-hmm. At high school. Yeah.
In high school,
Yeah.
which he was like an incredible, I forget what he ran up, something. He was the pitcher of the year in this county, in the district. Took them to the states, went to the state semifinals as a pitcher. So he stopped hitting, and they were just constantly putting him on the
Look, Tommy's coming. He's in section 101.
Tommy
Yeah,
Spriggs
Tommy.
is coming. Man,
Ooh.
nice. I
I
am happy about this.
He said he was
man.
going to try to make
Man,
it work.
oh man, yes.
He's doing a lot. I don't know how he's
Nice,
doing
man.
that, but thank you. That's great. Well, we'll see you there.
How
Just
old-
look for the red Richmond sweatshirt. We'll probably be behind home plate somewhere.
You'll be able to see the guy. I was
Look for Chuck's hair.
I was on. Believe it or not, I went.
He was on the jumbotron.
I went to City Field. I went to City Field. I wish we could post that. We can't post that. They were doing doppelgangers at City Field, and
Tell them what a doppelganger is.
doppelgangers is like celebrities or
Look-alike, that look-
so common people
that
so
kind
look
of
like
like-
celebrities
yeah, right,
that everybody knows. And
That resembles celebrity.
they had the first one on was Ed Sheeran, and they had a guy that looked, had the red hair and had the beard and all that stuff. And then they put up Mike Foley, and who is I had no idea who he was, but he was a WWE,
WWE or WWF? Well, one of those. WWE.
one of those wrestlers.
Carol would know.
And then there I was,
Yeah.
and they said I looked just like
Mike
him,
Foley.
So I was like Foley. So
I'll try to put it up on.
So it was cool. I was happy about that. Everybody was pretty excited about it. So, and everybody was clapping all around me. So they must have thought that I did kind of look like him.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was really good.
You didn't even know they had the camera on you. You were just
No,
like,
not at all.
and then you looked up. You were like, hey.
Yeah. So yeah, so he hasn't picked up a bat or played any other position since then. And he was being homed in Lemoyne. He was up he played in the NECBL and which is the second best summer league there is. He was supposed to play for It's WWF, says
Yeah,
Carol.
yeah, that's
Yep.
what Carol said.
Um,
I knew Carol would know. She
yeah,
knows her.
yeah.
She knows her
He
wrestlers.
was supposed to play for the Bourne Braves out in Cape Cod the year that he got, which was his junior year in college. So he never played. He played one game his junior year in college. And they're screaming.
Up.
I think the Mets might have won a
Grand
game.
slam.
I think the Mets might have won a game.
Uh-oh.
I hear him.
Sorry for the interruptions.
Tommy Stiggs is heading out.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. He must be.
Let's see. He's going back to dinner. Okay. Just ask your questions if you want.
Yeah. I mean, somebody asked a question. I think, how old was he when he was his junior year in high school? I might have been. Geez.
How old was he when he
He's
got
only
drafted?
20. He's only 24 right now. So he played 2 years at college, and this is his 4th year in the minor leagues. And he's so, God, go back. So let's see, 2 and it would have been 2 more and 2, 6. So it might have been 18, 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Mets actually won a game. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Maybe we should go on live
It's
more
time to put
often.
the tree up. Let's celebrate. Yeah, 16
for
or
them.
17. Yeah, that's probably right.
16 or 17,
MRE.
yeah.
Probably 16 or 17. Yeah. But he. My question is.
Send time. Hello, Theresa and Master Chuck. Hi.
Hello there.
Don Mucci. That's my buddy. 17 or 18 for most kids, yeah. Yeah. And some of them get
I
drafted.
was 19. I was 19 in my junior year. That's funny. I was 21 when I got out of there my junior year in high school. That's funny.
What else? What else can you tell them about what's going on?
Oh, special ed kid. Well, you know what? We had a guy that was a year behind too, and yes, that's true. And I laugh about that. You're right, because if you're not left behind, but if you're in special ed and delayed a little bit, yeah, it takes a little while to get out.
I was in jail a week after.
I was in jail a week after high school. Sweet,
Oh,
nice.
good. The background noise sounds like my wife when I'm not home. She hosts parties. It's Mr. Smith.
Background noise is my grandson and my other son
Watching the Met
watching
game.
the Met game, and the Mets won.
We
and
told
they
them
were
to stay
happy.
in the other room
Yeah.
because they were making noise out here, and now they're laughing. But that's good. That's all good stuff. So he's on his way. He's in the bus as we speak. He's on his way to Jersey.
Yeah.
It's gonna take him like 2 hours, 45
I think he
minutes.
said he's got 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Or is
left.
it either 2 hours and 45 minutes left, or was it 245 miles? Because he didn't make that.
Nope. He's 2 hours and 45 minutes away.
Okay, so
So
got
he
another-
won't get there till what? 9 o'clock at night?
yeah, about 9ish,
9 or later.
maybe
9:30.
9:30.
And then their game is, they'll go to such is the life of a minor league baseball player, which I'm sure Theresa is going to go live with stuff
Yeah, I will. I will.
from this weekend coming up. And then when we go to Richmond to give everybody insight on really why you should go see a minor league baseball game, because it's entertainment and you don't even have to be a big sports fan.
It's completely different
Yeah.
than watching a major league
Yeah,
game
yeah.
or a high school game. It's different.
Yeah,
it is
they
different.
get anywhere from 5,000 to 12,000 people at games.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So there's a lot of people there, and it's fun, and they do a lot of things, a lot of promotion things, and to get you to enjoy the games, kids and stuff like that. They have, I think Wednesdays is Doggie Park days. You can
yeah,
take
you
your
could bring,
dog
you
to
could
the
take
park.
the dog to the
Yeah,
park
which would-
on Wednesday. So we're gonna take
Cinnamon Girl.
the doggie with us. We're gonna take Charlie with us, so we could take her to the. That's gonna be fun. I'll definitely do a live from there.
Yeah.
There's gonna be lots of dogs there.
Yeah, so that's what our goal was, to try to this year a little bit, to bring a little bit of what it's like. And I'll tell you what,
Charlie.
these guys have it. They don't have it easy. It's
It's
they don't,
rough.
They don't
Yeah,
make a lot of money.
They don't. We were just
you can look
discussing
up
this.
what they make. You could punch. You could look up what anybody makes. If you want, and see that they're not adequately reimbursed really whatsoever.
No, they're
and
not.
they put a lot of time in.
Some of them work really hard. I mean, they work
Yeah.
really hard for
Yeah.
what they pay them, and everybody gets upset because they pay the major leaguers like millions and millions of dollars, which is okay. But the minor leaguers, and these are the up and coming stars for the majors. I don't understand. Actually, the contracts that went through, like, was it last year or the year before, where they finally changed
They finally
certain
doubled. They finally
things?
doubled their money. Which,
Yeah.
if I told you what it was, you'd be like, "What? Really?"
Tell them what it is.
Well, at the level where Ryan's at, it's $1,500. No, it's $500 a week. $500 a week.
Does that take
so
home
that's-
or no?
no, that's not
Let's
take
not take home.
Where Ryan is right now, and it was half of that 2 years ago.
Yeah,
so,
half of that.
And before that, it was ridiculous. And they
Half
used
of
to
that.
have.
How could you even
They
live
used
on
to
that?
have like 12 guys that they get guys from out of this country, and they would all come and they all live together. Just they make ends meet.
Yeah,
10
yeah,
guys living
yeah.
in a 2-bedroom place.
Yeah.
It has gotten
Sort of like
it has
living on
gotten
ramen
It has
noodles.
gotten a lot better because they just became they became unionized.
Yeah, a
or
little
what-
organized. Yeah, they got organized.
They got organized with the union, and they got some money, and they get paid for. They used to never get paid for spring training. Now they get paid for spring training, so it's good.
They don't sell that many hot dogs at the home games. That's the reason why. And they don't charge like $15 for a hot dog either.
No, and I'll tell you, I want to say it's
That's why you can have a really good time
I know.
at the minor league games,
Yeah.
because everything is reasonably priced. You can bring your family there and not have to spend $600-700 for 4 people. And that's what it runs. I am no kidding. That's what it runs. And at the minor league games, you pay $2.75 for a hot dog, whatever. It's just totally different. So the experience with the kids and getting them used to that kind of experience, it makes it a lot more, acceptable in the money pocket, at least. And you can enjoy a game with your kids.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable. And they get the kids involved, right?
Yeah.
They get the kids involved on the fields and playing games and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
if you have
in
any-
between.
If you have any young kids that you want to take, it's a great thing.
They put
too,
them on
because-
television. They'll
Yeah.
put them on the they ask them questions. They ask the audience. They do a lot. Well, a lot of you guys know this stuff, but
Yeah.
it's fun. But that's why minor league games are so much more fun to be at, because you can
And they're
actually
playing-
afford
and
to
they're
go
playing
to
their
them.
hearts out. They're
And you know that they're
Yeah.
putting
they're
putting their
100%,
heart and
100%
soul
effort
into
it.
this. You
Yeah.
know that they're doing that. There's no you get 1 or 2 cocky ones, but not really.
Yeah.
Not like in the major leagues where they kind of think they're like
Well, they've
you
made
should be,
in the major
you
leagues
know.
they made it. They made their money.
Yeah, and
you
so
know
they
what?
don't care.
The money's outrageous, but it's just, to me, it's justified. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that if Ryan doesn't make it, that he didn't earn every penny of what he's going to make, whatever that's going to be. It is crazy, in the grand scheme of things, but it is what the system offers. So that if you get the opportunity to make that, God love them.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
God bless them, because that's what they want to give out. It also shows you how much the organizations and the owners are making, because they can afford to pay all this money.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
they're making billions.
Well,
of
when you
dollars.
sell a hot dog for
Yeah.
$40,
Why not
that's
be
what
in it?
happens.
Why you're in it for the money. So yeah.
They're
The
gonna make it
Richmond
back.
organization, I will tell you, the Giant organization. If you ever get the chance to go to Richmond, Virginia, and watch a game, it's terrific. It's like it's an old ballpark. They're supposed to be getting a new one down there in the next 2 or 3 years. But it's cozy.
Yeah.
The people are nice.
The people
Yeah.
are so
I think
nice.
it was Reading, Pennsylvania, that have these hot dogs there. I guess they have some meat industry in that area there, where their hot dogs are phenomenal, and they don't charge a crazy price for them. It was
Well, they must have somebody sponsor them. That's what happens.
But they have bands at these things. They'll
it's
have,
great. It's a good time.
entertainment,
It's a really good time.
and it's worth. You're going to pay for entertainment, so you're not going to pay crazy money. Tickets are $10, $12, $15 a ticket tops, something like that.
They're not a lot of money.
Yeah.
They're not.
So,
Yeah, it's affordable and it's enjoyable. And to Mandy's Mandy, they don't play out by Texas out there. They don't. They only have spring training out there. So you could see a spring training game in Arizona.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the closest they would be to
Yeah,
Texas.
and then when he gets to AAA, it would be Sacramento, California. I believe they go as far as Texas.
Okay.
I believe they play in Texas.
Yeah,
I
I did see that.
AAA
yes,
level.
yes, the Sacramento River
because they
Cats,
travel
yeah.
more. Because now at the AAA level, now they're trying to get them used to all the travel.
Right.
You know, and it's all, again, it's that developmental stuff, because the travel is crazy. You know, these guys are taking buses and they're living in their suitcases for 6 days, you know, and then go to the next place.
That's okay. That's what they live for.
Yeah, no, and they're living their life because they get to go play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what am I doing? I always joke with them, how was work today?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's work, I get, but it's playing, something, doing something you love.
They work, they're doing what they love.
Yeah.
That's what they love.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That's like almost every little boy's dream, is to have that as a job,
Yeah.
you know?
Come to Texas, we wave at everyone, LOL, and say,
Hi, y'all.
Hi, y'all. I would love to go to Texas.
Yeah. I've never been
When
there.
will he be called?
Mm.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you right now, San Francisco Giants have had people get hurt at the major league level already. They've already dipped down into their AAA team and brought two guys that were actually with Ryan last year.
That's right.
When that happens, if they succeed, that's great for them. And I certainly wish luck for all of them that get the opportunity. But some of them don't. Some of them fail.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them get exposed. They weren't ready. And then what happens to them? You know, it's like they can get released. You know, so when their time is coming, when they're in AAA, they are now considered to be basically major league ready and ready to go.
Keep leading. That's what they said. Well, that's what we're doing.
Yep.
And you know what? And if not, it's still fine. Everything's still good.
Yeah,
Everything's still good.
Whatever happens.
Because even if he doesn't go, and hopefully he goes, right, to the into the major league roster, right? There's always things that he could go
Worst thing to do is rush it, yes.
Yeah, yeah, and the worst thing to do is rush it,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
You want all the knowledge you can possibly get before you get there.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah,
all of it, not skip it.
And it's everything too. It's like Theresa's saying, that all of it thing is how to live on the road, how to recuperate after, you know,
Like
a long
Army
road
coming,
trip, how
yeah.
to have a bad outing and then and get back at it. You know, they have a lot of coaching. They have a lot of mental, what is it? Mental instructors on how to handle things. They have, it's a lot there for
Well, they
them.
cover every aspect
Yeah,
of it. Thinking
yeah.
part of
They
it.
want them to be
physical
not
part, the thinking
overwhelmed
part.
by anything whatsoever if they can possibly do it. And you get promoted on how well you handle that.
Yes, they test you.
Yeah.
I think they test you.
Yeah.
They really do.
They want to
test-
see what happens.
They want to see
you.
how you handle rejection.
Yeah.
They want to see
Yep.
how you handle
An
you
error
know,
behind you.
an
you know?
error behind you,
Yeah.
or the umpire calling the wrong. You know, they want to see your
Yep.
character.
Yeah.
They,
How resilient you are.
yeah, exactly.
You know, you
Can
gotta-
you work under pressure?
Yep,
Can you work under
you
that
gotta be
pressure?
mentally strong,
Yeah.
you know? So the idea of these young kids coming up, I now understand, wow, that was way too early, you know, for this guy to come up. Some guy that's 21 years old. You know, maybe he's ahead of the game, you know, maybe he's used to it, you know, and he can handle it.
Yeah.
But a lot of 21-year-olds.
He says like some people don't even get called up until they're in their late
That's right.
20s, and
Yep.
well, they're still very
That's
successful.
right.
Yes,
That's right. The only, like right now, Ryan is considered to be a top prospect. That prospect label kind of goes away when he hits 27. At least that's what I've been told.
So how many people in the team now are up or at that upper age above Ryan? Like in
A
other
lot
words,
of guys that are on,
older than Ryan in
Mo-
that. How many do you think?
most people. There's a guy that just got brought up this year that has had injuries. That is 27 this year, and he's getting. So I mentioned that 26, I think. So you get to that point when I said about not being a prospect. A prospect is like he has the potential. You know, it's like if we groom him correctly, he can become this. But at like 27 years old, They've been in the organization for 5 years or something like that. They've taught them all that they need to know.
Right.
All that they, and so are they ready now? And yeah, they can be late bloomers and they have all this experience and maybe they will make it. But they can make it. I'm not saying at 27 you're washed up, because you can get to the major leagues at 31 and first time or so and still make it. It just means you're just not a prospect.
Right.
It's like you've reached your max, they think, and now you have to either do more or
So is
get
that
better.
a plateau that they have reached, and do they?
It's a learning curve thing. It's a learning, like, we've put in a certain amount of time into you learning this, and you're not getting it, or you still haven't got it yet, but we still think that you're going to be okay, that you're good. That's
Thank
Charlie.
you, Charlie.
That's Charlie playing with
Charlie's
a toy.
got her toy, and she wants everybody to know that she is here.
Have you seen late bloomers becoming big leaguers?
Late bloomers becoming big league.
Yeah, there's guys right now that have made it into professional baseball. A lot of them are relievers. There's a guy who just threw a no-hitter for the Houston Astros that didn't. I think he wasn't drafted till he was 21, and I want to say he's 29 now or 30, and he just started pitching last year. He got called up to pitch. Are the odds stacked against you? I wouldn't say they're stacked against you. It's just that the lifespan of a major leaguer, a typical major league ball player, is less than 5 years.
Is it really?
The average guy lasts 5 years. So if you get there at 31, now you're starting to push 36. They consider, that's tough. It gets harder.
Who was the oldest ball player?
I believe that was Satchel Paige, but I could be wrong.
How old was he?
I think one guy pitched a game when he was 60, but I
Are
think
you kidding?
I think they pitched. A couple of guys pitched into their 50s, like early 50s or something.
It's a good trivia question.
Yeah, Nolan Ryan was one of those guys that pitched
Nolan,
late,
yeah.
which I heard that he could still throw in the mid 80s right now, and he's like 69 years old or something.
Really?
Like that.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's just like, that's just crazy.
Nolan Ryan's great.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
Yeah. Hi, ALB. Welcome in.
Yeah.
We're talking some baseball here. Throw some questions for us if you want.
We could talk about what to do as far as there was this one guy that if you
The
have
best 69 Mets.
What?
Yeah. 86 ones too. 69 Mets.
86 and 69, and I was alive for both of those.
And he was at both of
and I was
those?
at both of those, yes.
Yes,
So that was
he
pretty
is
cool.
ancient.
But that's, yeah, there also hasn't been a lot of success, so it's tough being
Still has his hair though.
yeah, yes. I still have my, and I get on a jumbotron because of my hair. And good looks. Yeah, and good looks.
Oh.
Hello there.
So what else? Hi, Danek.
What team is Ryan playing for? No, not the Somerset Patriots. He's playing for the Richmond Flying Squirrels out of Richmond, Virginia.
Right, they're the San Francisco Giants AA team.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then their AAA team is the Sacramento
River
Rivercats, which, yeah. Oh, tell them about them sharing sharing facilities over with the A's, the Sacramento Rivercats, right?
Well, it just came down today that the Oakland A's major league team who pulled out of Oakland, and the guy doesn't spend any money on his team and wants to take them to Las Vegas. There's no stadium ready in Las Vegas, and I guess that is he's getting out of the stadium in Oakland. He's supposed to play in Sacramento starting next year. So I don't know whether the Rivercats will still be in Sacramento AAA next year or not. I don't know. I guess that remains to be seen. But we'll worry about that when it comes to that.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Because they'd have to share the facility.
They'd have to share
which
it somehow.
I don't think that they'd be too keen on that.
No. It'd be like, people have done it, like the
Yankees and
Jets
and the
Jets and the Giants
Jets
still
and the
do
Giants, they still
They
do
still
it. Yeah,
do
they
it.
do.
But there's only
Well, I didn't even think about
but
that.
there's only 8 home games to worry about every year. This is like
I know,
I don't
a
even know
lot.
how they would do it. But
Yeah.
That's another.
Hi, Kelly. Hi,
What
Maddie.
is Ryan's average fastball speed? His average fastball speed on his really good days is like 93, 94. On
Okay,
his
yeah.
bad days, he's like 92, 93.
So this is where this comes into play: speed
Yeah.
versus control.
Yeah.
That was one of the topics, right?
Yeah. So I constantly look at, like I'll watch a major league game and I'll look to see speeds. And actually, what's really cool now is I've seen a lot of major league ball players now that Ryan's played against. And I mean, I know I'm his dad, but he fits right in with them.
No, yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
you know, he throws like this one guy was from Detroit. He was throwing 93 miles per hour.
Right.
But his changeup was really good. His slider was good. He was getting them off their feet. He was brushing them back, and he pitched a great game. Now, granted, it was against the Mets, but you know, it just shows to me that given the opportunity, that Ryan can compete. So
Right.
I know that he can. It's just going to be a chance to do it. You know, and he's still young, and they're tinkering with his mechanics.
Yes, they
to
are.
try to get the most out of it. Last year, he struggled with his control a little bit early in the year because they wanted him to throw 96. So he was throwing 95, 96, but he wasn't controlling it all the time. So then his walk rate went up. So he started going back down, and then the organization likes him throwing at the speed that he's throwing at now. If he gets an uptick, that'll be great. You know.
So who's like who are the famous control pitchers? You know, not because you know, they all want them to throw like 117 miles an hour, and he's the greatest. Not necessarily, right? I mean, you have to have control over your over the ball. You have to have control. So you can throw like a damn maniac, but if you don't have any control, what's the sense, right?
That's right.
So.
Well, that's what happens with a lot of these pitchers. They can throw 97, 98
And they
miles
throw
per hour.
their arms out.
They throw too hard.
That's why they have the Tommy John
they
surgery.
don't last long.
Now sometimes they just go right in for the Tommy John surgery
These guys
because they're always blowing their arms
blow
out.
their arms out because his body's not meant to throw that hard. So a guy that keeps him in good shape has some longevity, and I think that's another reason why, you know, Ryan can make it. There was a question up there in the top.
Okay, let's see.
I missed.
Okay.
Does
Ryan have different leg kick and side and slides to throw off
Yes.
of the batter's timing?
Yes. Mostly what Ryan does, well, you got the pitch clock, and that's like 17 seconds, I think, in the minor leagues. And Ryan's a fast worker. So you better be, for Ryan, you better be ready for Ryan, because he doesn't ever get down too low. Although he will go down low get down to 1, 2, 3 seconds left to throw a pitch, which makes it throws them off a little bit. And he doesn't do a slide step very often. He's got a very good pickoff move. He's quick to the plate because he doesn't have a big, you know, when somebody's on base.
Yeah.
So far, that's been working very good for him too. Does Ryan have a good glove? Yes. As a matter of fact, Ryan has a gold glove. He got it with the San Jose Giants in his first year.
Well, they're talking about, does he have a gold glove? Is that what they said?
A good glove. In
Oh,
other
you
words,
mean
can
a
he
good
catch the ball?
Yeah.
Can he catch the ball?
Yeah, he got a Golden Glove award.
Yep. Yep. So the only error that I remember him doing was dropping a ball on a low throw at first base that got him an error. And one time he went to field a bunt and his foot slid out and he threw the ball away. So there's a video which I cannot show you, that we're not allowed to show you, but it was a line drive back at him that he had to stab. He had to go back and get, and he did. So yeah, he's got a very good glove. Let's see. Maddox had a great glove, and he was my number one guy about control, and he didn't even touch 90. That was back in the day where he didn't. Charlie, hi Charlie. Yeah, we're talking, and I know you hear us talking, and it's not to you, but we're talking to people on this little phone thing here.
Yes.
You see him? You can look up there if you want to. And there's Charlie the dog. Charlie the dog. Say hi, Charlie.
Say hi. Oh, wow. That was a nice
That
hello.
was very nice, Charlie.
Thank you.
That's our girl. You gotta turn that back around.
Yeah.
So
So
Greg Maddox was that guy. Yeah, he had a great change, and he could throw it. He could throw it to spots. He could hit the black.
he's MRE said he had a good glove. He had a good glove. He saved my face many times on line drive.
Charlie, stop.
Aw,
Yeah,
yeah.
she is adorable.
She's a good one. She's good.
And it looks like we're gonna take her on the road trip, and we're gonna at least see how it goes. She's great in a car. I don't know. Sounds like she's gonna
got
cheer.
lots to say.
She's
a
gonna
cheerleader.
Cheer. Yeah. We'll put a little Richmond Flying Squirrel outfit on her. No, we won't,
No, we
Charlie.
won't.
Okay, we won't.
Wow. Okay. So, what else do we want to talk about? Yes, I know. They hear you. Yes.
Everybody hears you, Charlie.
Wow. She's got lots to say.
Her tail's wagging in
she's
circles,
jealous.
and she wants to. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's jealous. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So we'll be there tomorrow night in Somerset, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And we will be there Saturday night. Yeah, and we'll be there Saturday night. And we'll be there Sunday afternoon. So there's
Sunday
2 night games and
Ryan's
one.
pitching.
Yeah, Ryan's pitching Sunday.
If you're in the area and get a chance, I don't know if you can get into Friday night's game because it's their opening night, and I think they sell out. I'm waiting for Charlie not to bark or to talk because she's not barking; she's just talking. And anything else?
But I'm sure if you want to see it, you just download the app. You tune into the AA Richmond team.
Oh yeah, we touch base on the MILB app. MILB app.
Mm-hmm.
Go in the app store on your phone, look up MILB app, and then I believe it's $29 a year if you wanted to even view that, and you can do it. You can do it $5.99 too.
Yeah, you can
for a
just
month.
do a month.
You can watch a game if you want to.
If you want to watch a couple of games, you can watch them Sunday. You can watch them Saturday. Whatever you want to do. I mean, it's good. It's nice. It's entertaining. It's fun. It'll be somebody you know.
My favorite baseball team, MRE, is the New York Mets because my father let me stay up late with him when I was a young kid. Have pepperoni and cheese and crackers and liverwurst and onions on rye sandwiches. Oh yeah. And my father would watch all that stuff.
That's old school.
And a beer and a short beer, and it was cool. And he did not like the Yankees, and I had to be a Met fan, and so I was gladly a Met fan. And it's been an interesting life. And now my poor kids are all Met fans as well.
Is Ryan a Met fan too?
And Ryan is a brought up Met. Like his favorite Mets were David Wright and Jacob deGrom growing up. So yes, he's a Met fan. He has morphed now into what's happening with the San Francisco Giants. But I know in his heart he's a Met fan. He's still a Met fan. And we don't hate the Yankees.
No, we don't hate. We're baseball fans. We don't hate other teams.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
How did we meet?
We met at we met at work.
You're coming to New Jersey, Chuck and Theresa? Yes, we are.
New
Jersey on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tomorrow night we'll be in New Jersey, in Somerset. Yep.
Somerset, New Jersey.
We met
Patriot Stadium, is it called?
It's called Patriot Stadium, I believe it is. Yeah.
Somerset Patriots, it's their stadium.
Yeah. And we met
Well, we'll go into that another time.
We met at work.
We met at work. We
Yeah.
met at work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a long story, but we'll save that for another time. Okay. 2 out of 3, blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, I'm trying to read on my phone because I can't see that far. How exactly were...
I know exactly where it is. You know exactly where it is, yeah.
Yeah,
The Giants
it's
are a great
easy to get to.
organization to be a part of good player development
Yeah.
historically.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Matter of
true.
fact, Joe Panic from up in our area here is a local guy that played for the San Francisco Giants. He's actually going to be throwing out the first pitch in Richmond on Tuesday.
Yes.
And we're friendly with them, and we know them. And he's when Ryan got signed, he talked to him about how good the organization is on development. A lot of times at the major league level, it's kind of gets hairy because when teams need to win, they're less relying on young people. If teams don't need to win, or if they find themselves not winning, they could start going in with younger people. So what happens with like the Giant organization is guys that are almost ready to go could get traded. I mean, I've heard talk about like Pete Alonso's not signed with the Mets. The Giants might be one person away from competing totally, and they could trade with the Mets for Pete Alonso, in which case they'd have to get rid of some young people. The
Right.
Giants find themselves not in May and June, not in the pennant race, then they're more likely to get rid of people, higher salaried people, trade them off, and bring up younger people. So, that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah,
Now,
we were hoping.
yeah.
We're kind of hoping for that. That would be kind of
Yeah.
cool.
if he was with the like Kansas City Royals, somebody less Pittsburgh Pirates, who actually are doing really good this year, the Pittsburgh Pirates. But if he was with them, he'd have better opportunity to get to the major leagues because they're willing. There's a caveat with that. They're willing to bring young people up and give them a chance, but they could also bring people up and they're not ready.
Yeah, that's true.
So like he could be in that organization and he's not ready, but they have to bring him up. They have to try to find people that can play, and it might not work out,
Right.
And then they get traded to another organization, put him in AAA. They bring him along a little bit, and then he's ready. So
Brian Sebastian. Who's Brian Sebastian?
Sabian.
Oh, Sabian. I can't.
Ryan Sabian was.
Yeah, my eyes work really good.
Ryan Sabian was the architect of those teams that won every other year in the Giant organization, where they won like 3 years out of 6, and then he left, and now it's Zaidi, Farhan Zaidi, that is in charge there. And they just changed their philosophy a little bit on pitchers. They kind of are going back. Bob Melvin is the manager there, and he's kind of an old school guy where that if a pitcher is doing really well in the start, they just because analytics tells them to take him out of the game, he's going really well. He lets him go longer. Ryan, in his young years, has always been the guy that gets stronger. So, if he does get a shot, he will get a shot. When he gets his shot, it's a good position for him to be in right now because they will give his leashes longer. They won't just pull him out of a game.
Right.
So if he gave up 2 runs in the first 4 innings, his ERA is like 4.5. But if he gave up 2 runs and he lasted 6 innings, his ERA would be like 2.5, 3. Which is a big difference, in the grand scheme.
With the Giants and now with the Yanks?
Who? What?
Was with the Giants. Now with the Yanks.
Who is Sabian? Oh, I didn't know. Sabian's with the Yanks?
I'm not sure.
It could be. I think that's what he's saying.
Okay.
Chuck, those... Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Why you keep moving it then?
Sorry.
Chuck, those liver sandwiches sound amazing, by the way. You know what?
That's old school.
If you
huh?
know,
Yeah.
Baywatcher, if you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If they were good, it's just something that doesn't seem too good anymore, to eat now. But man, oh man, they used to be good. Fresh onions cut up and put on there.
It's like liver and onions.
Oh man, they were really good. And here's a young kid that I was just happy that I could stay up late, and watch a game. But he used to make up some crazy stuff. Yeah, that was back in the day where we ate everything, else there was nothing else to eat.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's what depression food is.
Yeah,
That?
yeah. Sabian is with the Yankees now. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to town, they have a lot of nice restaurants there near the courthouse.
Okay. Good to
tip.
know. That's good to
And
know.
it's a good tip. You want to shout out any name there? Because we'll probably do that
Sunday.
probably Sunday. Yeah, because we're not going to be able to do it on
because we'll
Friday,
be at the
Saturday.
ballpark
Yeah. But
at
Sunday-
night anyway.
But
So
Sunday we'll probably,
that's another thing.
Yeah.
Ballpark food diet
yeah.
for
you know,
family and parents.
so, but some of them are pretty good.
No, they're
You know,
getting lots. They're getting better.
They've made them a little bit better, and it's not just all fried.
I think
anymore,
they had
you know?
to. I think they
And
had
some of them have sushi bars, you know, where they it's really cool. Some of them have a lot of fresh stuff, you know.
Yeah, Co-Train, that was creamed beef on
Shit on
cream
a
chip
shingle.
beef. Cream chip
That was
beef
my
on
father,
toast.
Co-Train.
Yep. My
Yep.
grandfather had that.
We had that on occasion. I mean, I tell you what, yes, sir. Yep. We had Wednesday was Prince Spaghetti Day with ragu sauce or something like that. All the jar stuff. I met this girl here who
Woo.
got me out of that. Now I make my own
No
gravy.
jar
Like,
sauce,
yeah.
none.
Yeah,
No.
it's- oof.
That's a mortal sin.
Yeah, but I'm a lot Irish, so it wasn't about that. You know, potatoes. You know, shit on a shingle. I haven't heard that in years.
Yeah, me neither. My grandfather used to say that. I feel like having that.
Yeah. Oh man. Yep. That was okay stuff. So any more questions? I like the idea of Somerset stuff. I'd love to meet anybody. You can. This pretty girl stands out in the crowd. My hair stands out in the crowd. So if you do happen to see me, you could say hi and approach me.
That's
and,
nice that
yeah.
you said that.
We can get autographs. Brian is always willing to sign. If there's any kids, you know, bring a ball. He'll sign the ball.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah. He'll hang out with
he's
you after
really-
the game.
Yeah, he's really
He's a good kid.
Yeah,
He's like
yeah.
he loves the kids. He does. He likes to, you know, make sure they get the autographs and stuff like that. And
Damn
he's
it,
a
Mandy. I started my garden. I am going to do a garden.
He is starting it
And I
actually.
have started it. Not outside. It's inside right now. I
Charlie.
plan on trying this again. I think I've gotten the groundhog out of my. I think Charlie, the new edition of Charlie here, has removed the groundhog from underneath my deck.
Mhm.
I think it's in somebody else's deck now. So there's a good chance that my cucumbers might be able to survive.
I hope so.
They didn't last year. They were eaten beyond recognition, and they were looking good. My tomatoes, I've learned some tricks I want to get back to, and hopefully we'll get some sun because they need sun. But yeah, I'm going to have some. I can't wait for that. I love fresh tomatoes. Who doesn't?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I can make the sauce. Oh, man. Yeah, there's nothing like fresh tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like flowers too. I like to plant
Yeah, we're
flowers.
gonna do
so
a lot of flowers.
The whole
too.
back deck is kind of like a wraparound kind of deck
Yeah.
that we load up
Yeah.
with flowers.
We just
out
like
there. So when
Yeah,
we're
that's
here,
nice.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you started yours yet? Where are you located? Well, I don't need to know where you're located, but are you in the Northeast?
Yes.
Because I'm in the
We are.
Northeast.
No. Who? Mandy?
Yeah.
She's in Texas over
Oh,
there.
oh, you're in Texas? Oh, then you're ready. You're going
I think
already.
so. I think so.
Unless he comes and gets and eats your garden and goes back to their deck. I know, Go Train. I know. I got Charlie looking
Gonna
out.
bring the cucumbers back to the other guy's deck.
And literally would eat half the cucumbers, you know. Oh my, I had so many looking real good. Which I love fresh cucumbers too because they don't make up. It's 7:22.
7:22.
That's my grandson, Carter, who's going to his first baseball game, major league type baseball game on this weekend. So I'm looking forward to taking him there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun. He's gonna love that.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. Baywatcher Chuck, I used to have a friend that would pick that pumpkin squash flower off vines and eat it raw. You know, and I've heard that that's very good.
yeah.
No, I've heard that it's very good. And if you think about it, there's probably a lot of nutrients in it. Yep. I accidentally grew over 200 tomato plants. You know,
200
sunflowers to keep the
tomato
birds off.
plants.
You know, sunflowers. Yeah, that's a great idea. I need to do that. I was trying to put marigolds around, and they said flower around there to do that.
Oh, sunflowers.
But
That's
you
a
know-
great idea.
you know,
I like them better.
It's funny that you say that, Mandy, because I put in God, I don't know what my final number was. I grew so many tomato plants from seed last year, and I'm just like I'm a sucker for not. I don't want to throw them away, and I want to make them, make all of them grow.
Yeah.
So I had them lined up. I have a 6-foot fence. I had them all lined up along that 6-foot fence, and they were all over the place. But we had a lousy growing year. Plant marigolds in the garden to keep the bugs out. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We're gonna have to put a lot of marigolds. Yeah.
Zucchini. I
love
zucchini.
That. We only got what? Did we get a zucchini? What did we get?
The insects are going to be crazy bad this year. Yes, they are, because I don't know. We have some wetlands in the woods behind us. That throw all kinds of bugs, and we never really had long periods of time of temperatures down in the teens at all. So I know. Yeah, it's not going to be great. And then that's a pain, because going out there and weeding and keeping all the plants going with mosquitoes all over you. I know, that's a problem. Zucchini bread. And what, really? So then maybe you might owe Theresa.
Mandy, I want one too.
Maybe you need to send something up to us. Like,
I need one of those. Oh, I love it. I love those. I love the breads.
If you want to send some veggies up to care package up here and have too many that you can't deal with, I'd take them off your hands.
Truck wants that zucchini bread.
I'm a big vegetable guy, so.
Yeah, me too.
I know I'm a big
I
guy.
never was, but ever since, the older you get, the more you, I don't know, you crave them more or whatever, but. So anyway, what else is new? That's about it, right?
Now, we're supposed to talk about Ryan and going to where he's staying. He's staying in a new place in Richmond, but it actually looks like a newer place. They put him in an apartment, which is nice. I mean, it is one of those...
he roommates with a roommate, and it's nice. And he likes it. He says it's homey. A little apartment complex. It's nice. It's on the outskirts of Richmond, so that's nice, too.
He's got a very, he's engaged, so he has his girl that next year when they're married, they will give him a place for him and her, which is cool. So the roommate will be her, which is nice. They treat them nice,
I have 2 blueberry bushes. That gives me around 10 to 15 pints. Whoa, that's great.
So
I like blueberries.
So yeah,
they're good for you.
So yeah, Co-Train, she's gonna send us some sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
They provide 100% room and board. They on the road they supply them.
I'll contact you on Instagram then.
They supply them with 100% room and board during the season. Yes, they do. I'm trying to think of all of that stuff, because they give them, they set them up in a place that it was negotiated with a complex for them to have X amount of. There's 14 rooms, because they double up, 28 guys, 14 rooms. So they'll have 14 apartments for them, and they basically will pay for that for them. If they want something better, then they have to go.
Yeah, and then they have to make up the difference. Yeah.
They at home they don't supply them with breakfast or lunch, but they give them they supply food for them after a game. They go on the road, and the home team will give them food after every game in the evening. They put them in usually put them in hotels that have buffets for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So they try to help them out a lot. Lunches, they're kind of on their own.
Hi, Angela.
Lunches, they're kind of on their own.
Hope you're doing well. Love them doggies, too. Say hi to Angela.
Wow. Hi, Angela.
Village food season. Is Carol.
Carol.
Yeah,
thanks for hanging with us, Carol.
Yeah, Carol's a doll. Yeah. They're all dolls. All those ladies are dolls.
I grow zucchini as big as I can, sometimes 2 feet long. Wow.
Do they grow that big, or wow?
Something tells me my mom will make this summer the zucchini bread.
Yeah.
Andy, but I will take all the chocolate chip zucchini bread I can take. Oh man, I tell you,
Mr.
zucchini
Smith.
bread's great.
Yeah, if Mr. Smith is still on there, I want to know what places in Maryland he recommends to as far as living, asking for a friend. So.
Oh, he's in Maryland?
He's in Maryland, I think.
Yeah, we're looking to...
Or he was in
we're
Delaware or
We're going
something.
to be looking to relocate at some point in the fairly near future. Ouch.
Yeah,
we're not? Or we are? Are we? Or we're not? We're not.
Sometime in the future.
Well, in the future, yes. So we're looking. Where anybody has an ideas of great places where people are would be. I'd love to hear. Is that okay?
Ryan's looking for a place.
Ryan is also looking for a place, and mostly that's for him, because he's going to be, when he gets that major league contract, he's going to be looking to get into.
You have to think positive.
Yeah, when he gets major league.
Like,
contract.
it's going to happen? No, it is happening. It's happening. You have to have that positive attitude. I always believed in that. Always. And every time I do that, it comes to fruition. If you notice that. I'm always about the positive attitude. But
who's in Hawaii?
It always happens
Hawaii?
for a reason. Who's in Hawaii?
Chris.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Are you in Hawaii, Chris? No, you're not. Is he joking?
Angela, he will. I love that positive attitude. He will.
Yes, he will. Yes.
Because that's what you got.
You have to,
Positive
say
thoughts.
he will. He'll be there.
Yep.
No matter how long it takes and how much once he gets the knowledge and he's there and he's going to get there. I know he is. Oh, I do. I could feel it.
He's good. He just needs to stay healthy and get the opportunity.
That's right. Just stay healthy, get the opportunity. Yeah, because sometimes
Chris
it's
lies.
not always what you know. It's sometimes
it's a
who
nice
you
place
know,
to live.
but
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Chris
I think
lies.
you know why? Because he didn't get the big bonuses like those other kids did.
Mm-hmm.
He did not. And you can look that up. So he is genuinely working for this. Genuinely working for this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm proud of him.
I want him to be that one that
yeah.
That this is he's going to persevere, and all this is not going to be,
So
for nothing.
If you
which it won't.
If you go on the Richmond Flying Squirrels website, which is kind of fun to look at, and Ryan Murphy is the guy that he wears number 15. They just released the media guide, and they listed all kinds of facts about Ryan. Pictures. There's pictures of Ryan. They just did their photo shoot for the year, which will be coming out.
Yeah, it's
but
pretty
my
cool.
point is you can see what the uniforms they're going to wear. You can see the individual players, the people, the guys.
They're all nice guys. They're all nice.
So many nice
They're
guys.
nice kids.
So many
They
nice
really
guys.
are.
And they come from all over the country and all over the world. Actually, they've actually had a couple of guys from Japan, but Dominican Republic, Venezuela. There was some guy from, it's probably a bunch of guys from Texas. I think Seymour was from Texas.
Yes.
Guys from Utah, all over the country, which is cool. So so the experience that he's had.
Ooh, everyone plays
down the road.
015. Yes.
015, yes. It's a great idea.
I love her.
015.
Everybody play that number all week.
015.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like a throwback kind of player. He wears the short pants.
Yeah, he likes the shorter pants on so the socks socks show.
Yeah.
That's how you'll know he's pitching. Well, a couple of them do that.
He's
but-
sporting a mustache this year. Just
Yay,
no
grow a
goatee.
mustache.
No goatee, just a mustache right now. So if the mustache does well, he'll keep that.
He'll keep that.
And
That's a baseball
that won't
superstition.
never come off. Yeah.
That's a baseball superstition.
And if he's struggling with that, he'll probably bring his goatee back and maybe grow his hair. But like last year, he had 15. It was like 15 out of 17 outings in a row that were fantastic. So he let his hair grow because he wasn't going to cut his hair. Yeah, they're pregame meals.
Oh, thank you. Look at Cinnamon Girl put the MLB.
Put up the app.
The link.
Oh, the link to it.
the link,
Sweet.
yeah. The app they just look
there
in
it
the
is.
store.
There you go. The link. You can keep it there. Put this so you can.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold on.
There we go.
Here. Sweet. That's the Theresa, you are an amazing woman. Always positive and happy.
Thank you. So are you. I like when you get mad though. You give it right to them. Yeah.
Teresa is.
I have lots of
always
stuff like
positive.
that in my head. I just don't let it loose.
Yay! Carter peed on the potty. Nice,
Dad.
Carter.
You're awesome.
Nice.
Hey, Granny, do you got a candy bar?
Can
A
you have
candy
a candy
bar?
bar?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be
Then
right
Mommy
back.
can have it in a little while.
Chuck,
What?
be nice.
Oh. Teresa wants to move to Greece, LOL.
We're not. We're
PDP, hey
in
PD.
like 5 minutes. Here you go, babe.
Cinnamon Girl,
What? Candy?
Angela.
Yeah.
You ain't kidding, yay.
Hello, I like some candy bar.
Chris, Teresa will be
please.
back. You guys don't want to see my ugly mush
Okay, go and
looking down there.
There's Uncle Matt if he wants one. Is Uncle
Come
Matt
on back.
I'll have one.
Okay, here.
Thank you.
It's just-
That one's yours.
So yeah, so again, I'll be being a little redundant, but maybe it's for people that came in, but he is going to be in New Jersey. Hi, Petey. Petey Paisano.
Oh, Pete.
Yeah. Co-train. Matty Murph was supposed to be on. I know you know.
Oh, he misses Matty Murph.
Yeah, but he's kind of watching Carter. You know, he's trying to keep Carter busy while we're doing this. So
I love Hershey bars.
anyway, so
Ah,
I got to get him back
I
up
do the
on
potty dance when my Yorkies go.
potty dance, They're so happy. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I try. You know what? Life's too short. You got to have fun. I try to bring fun. You know, I mean, it's again. I got this positive
Well, we can't have.
person
I mean,
here, but
yeah, but
you know.
we'd love to have you guys at our table. Just drink,
I know,
have a
I
cup of
know.
coffee or whatever, have a dessert or whatever you want to do, drink a beer, whatever, and talk to you. This is the next best thing, right?
it is.
It's the next. It's there.
It is, and you know what?
Some of you will meet. Well, we already met some of you, and some of you will be meeting soon again. So that's cool. I love it. This is a great way of.
Yeah, Vinny, Matt, and I had a great show. I got to say that. You know, it was
On the baseball stuff, yeah.
Matt is really good. Matt is working.
Tommy, I did Tommy wants you on your show.
He's learning to. Yeah. Did I play ball?
Yes.
I did play ball, and I'll tell you what. I was a. Believe it or not,
He was a stud, man.
I was pretty good. But I also played ball a long time ago in high school, and they didn't have all the facilities that they have now for everybody. You know, we went from one sport to the next sport to the next sport, so we didn't play all year round.
That's true.
We didn't have travel teams and things like that. I was more into getting into trouble too. I played center field and I was a pitcher. I was pretty darn good, but I never took it as serious as you have to be. I told Ryan that he needs to take it more seriously than I did, and you're going to have to give up some things to play sports if you want to succeed and have that as a future for yourself. So he took that and ran with it and became very dedicated with it and got to the next level. I tell, and Ryan, we both tell him when we meet any kids out in the world of baseball.
Yeah, what's your advice?
That the biggest advice is that you have to dedicate yourself to it. You have to give 100%, and you can be there. I always push that too. Is like any and to parents, anybody
In any kind of
yeah,
sports.
you can make it. The difference between me and Ryan was that he put 100% into it. I did not, and so for most cases, you know, and then you have to be lucky. You have to be seen, and you have to have good coaches.
You do have to be
Yeah.
seen. Mhm.
Yeah. And it's hard. It's not that easy. So when all these guys get drafted and they get seen and they didn't go, like Ryan went to a small college.
Yeah, I mean, you have to put yourself in that position, though.
Yeah.
You need to put
Yeah.
yourself
So-
into that position.
So all we did was like give him that. We enabled.
Yes.
We enabled him to succeed.
Right.
We enabled that, but he's the one that had to succeed.
Right.
You know.
We just wanted to make sure that was 100%
Yeah.
of what he wants to do.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Yeah.
what you want, right?
Yeah.
Made sure,
His college coach told
but nothing
him.
is guaranteed.
His college coach was an ex-major league pitcher, Scott Cassidy.
Yeah, that was that. That helps.
And he told him that the teams that were interested in him when that draft year came up and that the school year was ending because of COVID. And he basically told me, and it was like the first time he really talked to me since they were recruiting him, that he didn't want Ryan to come back to the school because he was ready to play. And I know that's what he wants.
Yeah.
He said that to us. I want him to come back to the school. I want him to stay his junior and senior year. But I'd be selfish. And I know what Ryan wants. And Ryan wants a chance to be a major league ball player. Tell him to do it. Mm-hmm. So, and as you guys know, as you get older, the window of opportunity becomes this
narrower.
big. But it's like that big when you're young.
Yes.
So take advantage of it then.
Mm-hmm.
He can always go back to school if he wants to.
Great advice.
Family parties, all kinds of things because of softball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
oh,
Coach
yeah.
Ann.
We missed a lot of stuff
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Actually, we pulled ourselves in different directions. I mean, he would go more with Ryan because they were all in sports, whether they played basketball or baseball.
Yeah.
And so I would go with one set, or he would go with Brian or whoever, and then we'd switch, and it was like as soon as we finished work, it was like right to the ball field. Like, everybody get ready, get in the car, let's go.
And all those young coaches, all those guys that volunteer early on to be coaches. I did it too. I was a coach. I taught as much as I could to whoever I could for as long as I could until I realized that there's got to be somebody else to take over. But all those coaches are so important too, because if you get a bad coach, generally you don't get that many bad coaches.
But if you do get one,
but if you
that's
you
it.
screw them up and they don't want to play.
Right, then they don't want to play.
Baseball is a boring game.
Yes.
You
have to make it exciting.
It is tough. So those that love it should be really, I won't say pushed, but they should be.
No.
What's the word I want to use? They don't want to be. You
Nudged.
don't want them to push.
Nudged.
Guided along.
Guided. That's
nudged.
Good.
Guided.
Yeah. Guided is a good word.
Yeah, because and like and a lot of people can play baseball. Yes, they can. They can play it.
I was able to hit the ball.
Yeah.
I was able to run. I just wasn't into it.
Well, that's the key to a lot of.
I wasn't into.
That's the key to a lot of sports is to getting into it, and then with peers, kids, and also I was also a believer that, and I guess I get this from my parents, was that if you're busy doing that, it's a good place to be busy doing, rather than getting into trouble. Mm-hmm. Kept you off the streets and kept you, focused on doing something.
Right.
I imagine down the road, whatever happens with Ryan, that the fact that he played for a professional baseball team will bode well for him to get other employment down the road if he's going to need it.
Right. That's true.
Baseball actually gave him the opportunity to go to Army. West Point offered him a full ride to go play for them, but Ryan wanted to be a major league ball player, and then he would have to do 4 years afterwards, and that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
So he's actually chasing his dream, and he's all into it.
Can you
He'll have
imagine
no
getting
regrets.
a free ride to West Point? That's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is I wanted him to go from the get-go. And then we thought about the protocol to do this. And it was like, wow, he has to enlist for 4 years after he finishes his career with them. Yeah. He has to. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. But can you imagine the education from there? I mean, it's just it was great. But
Lion informants and their enablers, absolutely. You are spot on with a lot of things that you've said. Life lesson learned playing team sports.
Oh yeah.
And that's the
players,
socialization also, which we didn't even
touch on, but you should,
is being able to talk to people. Like Ryan has to, he's with his teammates all the time.
Yeah, and tell him about his teammates and how, there are some teammates.
Yeah. There are some problematic teammates.
Yeah, I mean, they
that
just
end up getting weeded out. They
get weeded out.
Because none of these franchises want to have anybody that's trouble.
Right.
So you gotta keep pardon the expression, keep your pants on.
Yeah.
You have to control yourself. You can't be angry because you won't. I mean, there's a lot of guys that with a lot of talent, but they were angry and they could never make it. Yeah, yeah. You learn more with a great coach. Absolutely. Ryan had this one guy, Gary DiMaggio, as a young guy that was off the cuff kind of guy, and he made baseball fun for these kids. And Ryan remembers that. And a lot of parents didn't like it because they wanted their, because every little league kid parent thinks that their kid's going to be drafted into the major leagues. Everybody, I did. I thought that, I had three guys that I wanted to just like baseball. I was hoping one of them would like baseball, and they all love all sports, and they're all turned out to be pretty good. So keeping them busy was a good thing. Just stayed out of trouble.
That's the whole premise, is to stay out of trouble.
And Angela, humble is absolutely the best quality in anybody.
Yeah, Ryan's really humble.
And Ryan is extremely humble, maybe to a fault sometimes. He doesn't, it comes natural for him to say the right things, but it also keeps him a little quiet sometimes. And he's not really an introverted guy, but he stays that way into professional sports. You would never know anything ever happened to him. A guy just did a home run.
Thank you, Cinnamon Girl.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah. Humble and confident, yeah. And you have to have confidence. Yeah.
And he does.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, what there was that movie where, was it the one that Kevin Costner was in, when he was focusing on pitching? And he just, everything was shut down. Like he just.
The Perfect Game?
Yeah.
No, Mr. Perfect?
No.
Kevin Costner was in a movie. He played for the Detroit Tigers.
Yes,
I think it was.
We were just talking about it. But anyway,
he was also in Field of Dreams.
Yeah, he focused and he just shut everything out. You don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
You just see that your ball is going to, the catcher's mitt, and that's Ryan. That's Ryan.
Yeah, that's another thing, Angela.
He shuts everybody out.
Home is always open to my son's friends, always. And,
yes.
And we always knew where he was.
That's right.
And his friends were always welcome here. And they were very respectful too. So, some kids don't have that opportunity. It's a blessing actually to have that opportunity. Some people just they're not going to get that chance, which is sad.
And that's why they end up sometimes,
Yeah. Your girl Charlie.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
Matthew. Yeah. Come here for a second. Matt has a lot of good things to say. He's a good one.
I need my son. If you guys, we still have.
We have 17. That's fantastic.
Matthew.
Thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, sweet for staying with us. We're trying to give you guys some insight as to stuff. If you do need, we're gonna go on off and on at different times. We'll probably be remote sometimes. Here's my son Matt. That is actually Ryan Murphy's. Excuse me. This is Matt Murphy. His brother's name is Ryan Murphy.
Yeah, Ryan Murphy's my twin. Ryan Murphy's my twin.
Yeah. So Matthew is currently working for a professional baseball club here. You could probably better say what you're doing at this point. And is it worth people getting into the business?
It is. I mean, I have as much fun as I possibly do. So currently I work for the Hudson Valley Renegades up here in the Hudson Valley. At first, I actually started off in the production booth. I was a camera operator, a replay operator. What's up, Coltrane? Been a long time, man. I was a camera operator, replay operator, and then graphics operator. And then one day there was a position in the audio booth where they were asking if I wanted to try it out. Because I didn't tell anybody, but rumor had circulated that I had done music and DJ and PA for men's league games at the stadium. So I know how to work the soundboard. And they're like, do you want to try it? There's been, we need somebody. And I'm like, sure. And they're like, yeah, good. It will give more hours. I'm like, all right, cool. And I basically did that for the entire season last year. And then this year they want me to do it every home game. So I'll be doing the music and DJ. I don't produce the music. I play it. There's a difference. But I will be producing the organ music. Took keyboarding, as a lot of you may know. And I'm bringing the keyboard to the booth this year. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And like my dad said, it's worth it. to get into that business. We have as much fun as we can. And you know, the minor league baseball aspect of it is a lot of fun as well. So yeah, and SBK, oh, that's awesome. NBC Sports.
If you have
23 years
if
now.
you have any connections to throw Matt's way, he's building his portfolio.
It's all about networking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's all about networking, as you know, being with NBC Sports. So
Yeah, and I also work with Dutchess Community College and helping with their production
Who's with
and
NBC
media and stuff like that.
SPK.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23 years. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that is great. So yeah, it's you got your foot in the door, man. Absolutely right, and that's like that in anything, isn't it? You got to get your foot in the door. He has worked his way up pretty rapidly as to he's got a great attitude for doing things, and he has ideas. So he's willing to implement those ideas, and he has friends. The reason he became a fledgling organist is because that he started following the guys from the Yankees and the Rangers and the Islanders and the Mets organists, watching them, listening to them, seeing how fans loved it. So now he's trying to give back to this community who he hasn't done it yet, but the season opens up for you next 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. April 16th is our first home game for the Renegades, and
which is the Yankees High A affiliate.
yeah, that's the Yankees organization team. So the team that like Ryan's playing tomorrow, the Somerset Patriots, that's the next team in the Yankees organization. That's the AA team, the Somerset Patriots. Who have you talked to them about that we've been to their ballpark before when they were in the independent league?
Nope, I did not mention that.
We had. I think it was like what 2016, 17. We had.
Was that the Newark team?
No. It was in Somerset. Because remember we stayed in the hotel right down the street.
Yeah.
And the Sugarland Skeeters.
That's right.
Were staying at the hotel that we were staying at because we were
watched
playing
the game there.
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
And we were there originally. Me and Ryan were there originally to play travel ball. I think we were there. Is it Baseball Heaven there in New Jersey or is it in Long Island?
Baseball Heaven and what was the other one?
It was Baseball Heaven and Diamond Nation.
Diamond Nation's in
Well,
Long
one
Island.
of those two. Oh, Diamond Nation's
Diamond
Long
Nation's
Island.
Long Island.
So is Baseball Heaven.
So yeah, we were there for Baseball Heaven for a tournament, and we caught a game there in Somerset. So we've been there before, and it'll be the first time in a long time that we've been there. So
See you, Angela. Tell the boys to clean up. SPK says Theresa knows this, but I was a fireman in the Bronx on Story Avenue, your old neighborhood.
Yep.
it's crazy. It's
Yep.
we live in such a small world. we really do.
Yeah. So Matthew's into the media communications part of the baseball thing, and in many ways. He actually did he did some work with Richmond Flying Squirrels. He's a little bit in the booth there.
Yeah,
but he's done
me hang out.
PA. I think he's a great announcer. He's just started getting into doing that too. So, maybe down the road you'll be seeing Matt Murphy somewhere, as a PA announcer for somebody, or on radio or TV or whatever. But he can do camera work, and then he can do graphic design, and he can do
pretty good at it.
organ,
Behind
and
the
he can do
scenes.
clicks at games, and
Behind the scenes.
Yep.
All right, you ready?
Ready to hit it?
Yeah, well, we've been on for 93. Wow, 93 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Wow, everybody. It's fantastic. That's great. Okay, so we're going to close up, and hopefully you guys are all doing well.
Real deal. Hi, Real Deal.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Real Deal. That's
And
your
Matt
Tommy Real
announcing
Deal.
Ryan playing. Ryan's walkout song would be awesome, Co-Train. Yes,
Yeah.
it would.
That would be a dream. That would be a dream.
That would be sweet. Yep.
Okay. You ready, guys?
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
so-
sign off. Later, SPK.
All right, guys. It
Later,
was
everybody.
fun. Thank you for
Coach Trent,
stopping
everybody.
in. Thanks, Matt.
Everybody,
Thanks,
Cinnamon Girl,
Chuck.
you're still there. Carol,
Thanks,
you're still there.
everybody. Yep.
Petey Paisano, Lion Informants and their enablers. Great. You guys,
Maureen.
great. I'm glad you guys.
back.
I'm glad you guys
Mike F. Hello.
added all the input and stuff for us to talk
Yes,
about.
thank you. Thank you for all your questions.
Yeah.
We'll do this again, of course, once we start getting rolling. And
Yeah, we'll show you some baseball stadiums. We'll show you
yeah,
some
we're going
places.
to show you some places,
where we are.
stadiums, food,
Yeah.
the whole bit,
We'll
right?
show you Bonnie in Fairfield Marriott somewhere
Oh,
in Richmond,
stop
Virginia.
it.
No, she's iconic.
Oh, she is iconic.
She is. She's been with this one place in the Richmond Flying Squirrels
30 years?
For 30 years. Oh yeah, Southern.
She's
yeah,
a piece of work.
she's a piece of work. Have a great night. Joy, Angel Gotti.
Angel!
How are you,
Wait
kiddo?
a minute, Angel, hold on a minute.
Hold on, Angel.
Hold on.
Wait a
How
second.
do I do? Yep, here we go.
Hold on, Angel.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now you can.
Damn it, Mandy. Have a great
Joy.
weekend. Be looking for that zucchini bread or tomatoes or anything.
Okay. Yeah, I know, right?
Get in touch
Okay.
with Theresa. See you guys later. Is right.
All right. We love you guys. Thank you so much. We love you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.